have your attention, please? The Disneyland Limited is now arriving at the Fantasyland station. Here you will find princes and princesses, high-sloped mountains, and other fanciful things, making a round trip around the Disneyland park. So we're on the Gornergrat?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So we're on the Gornergrat, but Julie just pointed out we're actually going to go up this, and there's portions of this railroad or this rail service that is running like a regular train, but on these high inclines. It hooks up to like some kind of cog system, and it has gears, and the gears pull you up these high steep slopes. The Matterhorn is right behind us over there. But yeah, we're gonna go up that steep, this steep slope right here. I'll see if I can leave the camera going so you can hear how it changes rhythm. We're in the very front car, so you might see the tail cars though. There's the Matterhorn.
I saw it. Do you see the cows? He was standing right there.
That is a steep incline.
I think this is where the sheep.
May I have your attention, please? The Disneyland Limited is now departing the Fantasyland station for a round-trip tour around the Disneyland park. We do request that all guests remain seated with their hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Soon we'll be going through looking at what the Grand Canyon is like today and taking a trip back in the past to see what it was like billions of years ago.
Nächster Halt. Next stop, Rotenboden.
So we came up on the Gornergrat to the highest point, the highest stopping point. I'm going to say a few things about the Gornergrat really quick. If you're going to do this, it is pricey. It's 125 Swiss francs, I believe, 125. So for a party of 5, do the math. Is it worth it? Yes, I would say it's worth it. It's also worth getting the priority boarding, which is an additional 7. And we did do that. The reason why I say that, I always say get the 8 o'clock, get the earliest as possible, get the priority boarding, and get on the right side of the vehicle. So if there's 6 of you, just get on the windows. You're going to have excellent views of the Matterhorn. On the way up, you'll see the Matterhorn. The right side is where you want to go. But if you're going to do this and spend that kind of money, I think in the video earlier when I do the 360, I spin the camera around. By the time we left, there was standing room only. Fortunately, we had priority boarding. Big tour groups came on, and some of them were just had a stand. They had a stand. It probably took about half hour, maybe 40 minutes to go from the base all the way up to the top. There are certain stopping points that you can get off on. Nobody really did. What people generally do is come up to the very top like we did, walk a little bit down to see some of the nature life, and then they will jump on the way down. So your ticket is good off and on all day long, but the ideal thing is take it all the way up, get some cool camera shots, come up to the top where we're at, and then work your way down. Do a couple of hikes on the way down, see some of the, I think they're called black-nosed sheep, and you might see a marmot and some other stuff. So I'm just gonna do a 360 around. I'm in selfie mode, so everything is backwards. So if the Matterhorn looked weird to you, but I'll turn it around in a second. Temperature-wise, it is, we're in July, I think it's July 31st. I just have a long sleeve with a little lightweight thermal. We all brought our fleeces, but it's really not that cold. But do bring a hat, sunglasses, and sunblock. It's like snow skiing. Even though it's cooler, you can get burned up here. So make sure that's part of your stuff that you bring with you. And then also make sure you bring, I wanted to turn around real quick so I can see what you're seeing. So, and also make sure that you bring some sunblock, things to eat, water, snacks. There probably are going to be a few places you can eat around here, but we packed our lunches before we left. So the Matterhorn is not as snow-capped this time of year, and maybe it's getting less and less as the temperatures are changing. But that's about it for the intro part, and I'm sure I'm going to be doing more. I hope we can find the black-nosed sheep and some marmots. We brought some oranges to feed them. But there it is. And it looks like, oh, that's an observatory, and I can't see it. Okay, I can't see anything right now, so I'm just going to stop the video. Bye. So this is a panoramic. I'm on the top viewing area. I'm at 10,280 feet, and the alpine line starts at 10,000. That's where the barometric pressure of oxygen starts taking place. The reason why they call it the alpine line is because if you look at a forestry area, now of course this topography, this terrain, this soil is not conducive for, you know, pines and trees like that. But if you're in an area where there were pine trees or any kind of foliage that's prevalent, at 10,000 feet, it's a distinct line. It's pretty distinct, and you'll see where the trees stop. And that's because the barometric pressure of oxygen doesn't perfuse well enough for trees to grow any higher than 10,000 feet. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I got a touch of hypoxia just climbing up here, and as soon as I did, I looked at my Garmin GPS, and I thought, we got to be above 10,000 feet. So sure enough, 10,280 feet. Most people up here, you know, everyone's doing fine. Julie's doing fine. It's just that I just got short of breath, and I was like, God, why am I so short of breath? But it was because of the altitude. It looks like I just noticed, it's really bright up here, but there's some kind of, I don't know if it's a ski lift. It's just about virtually impossible to do any of these photos without capturing other tourists. But yeah, I just wanted to do a 360, let you know the altitude that we're at, 10,280 feet, and we're at the highest point. We're gonna start walking down in a little bit, and I'll close this loop up with a nice shot of the Disneyland Matterhorn. This is a very steep grade. I would not do it. I would not do it in a, oh geez. I would not do this in a KLR. I almost don't want to do it walking down. He's not even on the road anymore. He's on the road less traveled.
Olivia.
She's fine. He's gonna be fine. I don't think it's the first time that he's done this. And then there's Vanessa way out there.
Vanessa!
You can see how steep the slope is. That thing's got to go down. And there he goes. There goes a helicopter. Somewhere up there somewhere. What? That outpost building? Oh yeah. There's one. And his buddy is. I just saw it. Oh. And now that I see those two, I'm thinking that that's what these guys are setting up. Maybe what these guys are setting up. I think so. I think those are paraglides too. Either they're setting it up or they just landed. I'm not. Well, where are you going to land from? What's higher than this? Oh, here comes another clang, clang, clang with the trolley. And there's another cool.
Look out over here. You can
Oh, yeah.
They're coming from up above. I see at least two of them.
I see a yellow one.
There's a yellow one and a white one. I don't know where the white one is.
I lost the other paragliders. Pair of gliders. They're out there somewhere. So when you climb down, you get to this reflecting area. And as you can see, everybody else. I don't know how I got lined up. I got a.
That way. We were on this mountain looking that way.
So these are the black-nosed sheep. They have GPS trackers on them, and there's an app that you can put on your phone. But they're pretty friendly. I mean, they'll come right up to you. Yeah. Here's Olivia.
Did they make a friend? There's a baby right here. Oh, the babies are so white. Hello. Oh, he's so curly and soft.
Up on the rocks.
Look at that guy on the rocks. Oh yeah, I need a picture of that. I'm trying to stay cool.
So in reference to where we're at, there's the Matterhorn. It really has been in sight since we started the trek. And if you look around, there's all of them. All right, you got the idea.
You've been chosen to find me.
So we're having a bit of a down day shopping day here in Zermatt. I just thought, I mean, we did a lot of the Matterhorn stuff yesterday in the train, but let me show you what the little street looks like. It's basically one main street of shops and restaurants that runs through the town. And then anything other than that, residential homes, apartments, hotels, a lot of outdoor activity stores. But let me get down here. So, and today is National Day. It's August 1st. Yep. It's August 1st. It's Switzerland National Day. But if you kept following down this street, you're going to end up at the train station. Anyone from Washington may find it a little bit to the likeness of Leavenworth, or California if you've been to Solvang. But a lot of touristy shops, souvenir shops, but there's also a lot of outdoor stuff. And I think I just lost Julie. But it is pricey here, so be prepared for sticker shock, regardless of whether it be a souvenir or restaurant, tickets, events. Yeah, just make sure you know what you're getting yourself into ahead of time. I think the Matterhorn, it's not up there, but let me get to an opening real quick. Hold on, I'm going to pause it until I get to the opening. like a really cool but expensive hotel. Cool church. I think, man, I can't tell where it's. I know I could. Oh, Jesus, right there. Let me come around here. Probably see a little bit better. Oh, yeah, much better. So you walk towards the end of the street, and there you go. Right, Zermatt signing off. It's about time they got here. I called them like 20 minutes ago, and we don't have to use a bathroom. Wait, where are you going? Wait. When do you see that? With that in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, hope nobody's in those. Hope nobody's in those porta potties.
Oh, look, I got a friend.
Man, I can't believe they do that.
Take a picture of Uncle Doug. I'll get him. Go closer. No? Uncle Doug, look up. Uncle Doug.